Well, good day, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's adventure, we're packing up the slingshot and heading out on a 3-day ride from Dieppe, New Brunswick to Grand Manan Island, a rugged little gem off the southern coast of the province. Think seaside roads, foggy lighthouses, epic views, and of course, some classic maritime weather. So let's hit the road. Day one was short but sweet. Another road trip.
Another one.
Another one. This one's not as long as the last one was. We're just going to go for an overnighter, maybe two, depending on how long we spend where we're going. So tonight we're heading to St. John, New Brunswick, just to cut some of the distance. Not very far, only about an hour and a half or so from where we are. And then tomorrow we're going to Grand Manan Island. I've never been there, so we get to hop on a ferry, which is kind of cool. I like going on the ferry. So we get a ferry, about an hour and a half ferry to the Grand Manan Island, and then we're gonna see what's there. Supposedly there's puffins, so I'm excited for puffins, which means in my bag, I have my camera with a big lens for puffin shooting. And then of course we'll see. Oh, I should have brought my drone. Shouldn't I have bought my drone? Shouldn't I? I should bring my drone. Okay, I gotta go in and get my drone. That'll take me 2 seconds. And then we're off to St. John. So it's supposed to be 30 degrees today and tomorrow. So hot, perfect day for driving in a slingshot. And you may be able to see new bags, which so far good, yeah?
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting to see if they stay on, I guess. All right, we are heading off after I go get my drone. We ended up leaving Dieppe in the later afternoon and cruised southwest along Route 1 towards St. John. It's about a 2-hour ride, not far, but enough to feel like we're shaking off the city. This is the kind of trip where the road is the destination. There's something about driving the slingshot along the Bay of Fundy. That coastal wind, the smell of salt in the air. You know you're getting close to something special. Well, it is hot out, so we need to stop for a quick water and a break. 31 degrees. Yeah. We end up rolling into St. John and check into the Delta Hotel, which is downtown. It's a great spot if you want to walk around, check out some restaurants, pubs, and just the historic waterfront. So even though we didn't get a chance to do some of these things, there are a few cool things in St. John to check out. The St. John City Market, which is actually Canada's oldest continuing farmers market. The King Square and the Loyalist Heritage. And for dinner ideas, you may want to check out the St. John Ale House or Brits. We are here. Finally here. Actually, that wasn't too bad. It's chilly here. Jim Prickers. Anyways, we're at Marriott, and it's like right downtown, so that's kind of cool. Right downtown. No, not right by the water. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's right by the water's right there. So that's, yeah. We're gonna check in, and maybe over dip.
Yes.
The light's not being there. Maybe.
My muscles.
I see that. All right, well, we're back in the room, and I had dinner. It's called the Mix, I believe it is. It's kind of in the hotel area. It was fine. Monique's burger was like raw when it came out and cold, and you could tell that they kind of just took it back and just threw it on the grill again, and whatever, fine. You did have gluten-free bread, so not a gluten-free bun, but at least they could put it on gluten-free bread if you wanted. So it was okay, and we got to look out the window. That's fun, I guess, to see the scenery. So, anyways, this is our view right now. Not the most exciting view in the world, but it's it's fine. That's kind of all I got. It's fine, But the room's nice. Dark in here. Room's nice, right? You got a nice little seating area down here if you want, and a little chair over there, and bed, and the bathroom and closet, and all that stuff over there. So yeah, room's nice. So I'll give them that. And we got valet parking, so Slingshot should be nice and protected for the night. Anyways, I don't know if we're doing anything. Both a little tired. And there might be more. If not, we'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, so we're all packed up in the morning. We ended up going to the mall last night. Nice little mall, St. John. We bought neck fans. So if it gets like yesterday, like 35 degrees, 30 degrees, this should keep us warm. So, St. John, so I supposed to be 23 today. I don't know how warm or cool the island's going to be. But it is about 7:10 in the morning. Monique's gone to get us some coffee at the Second Cup across the street. Car's all packed up now, and we should be on our way. It looks like a lovely day though so far, so that's good. And yeah, a little bit of coffee, and we'll be on our way to the ferry. So we have to be at the ferry about an hour ahead of time. So it's about a 50-minute drive. So 7:30 gets us there 8:30. Ferry's at 9:30. Should be on the island by 11. All right, we'll see you at the ferry. All right, guys. Well, it is nice and early Sunday morning, and it is 7:30 on the dot. So we are leaving exactly when we need to be. We should be at the Berry at 8:30-ish, depending on traffic. And we'll see you guys at the ferry. We're gonna go see Puffins today. Echo. Well, day 2 started early. We were up with the sun and headed for Black's Harbor to catch the ferry to Grand Manan. If you're doing this trip, you'll want to book your ferry ahead of time. This ride takes about an hour and a half, and it's honestly part of the adventure. Quick stop for gas because we just have no idea how close or how many more gas stations. There's nothing really on the highway, so you have to hop off the highway and drive for a bit to find a gas station, at least so far. So just gotta be aware of that. Anyway, I gotta get gas. There's definitely something magical about arriving on an island by boat. It already feels like you're stepping into a different pace of life.
Hi. Well, I've been seeing these a lot lately since somebody else has work. Do you have a reservation?
Yeah. Once we landed on Grand Manan, it was all about exploring. But first, we had to find a place to stay. And like many travelers, we didn't have a reservation. The island has a few charming inns and B&Bs. We ended up finding a cozy spot not far from the ferry terminal. Okay, so we're doing a stop. We're at a place called Surfside Motel, I think. We're looking for Puffins, but it's kind of sold out today. So there's one tomorrow morning at 7. So because of that, the only way to get to it really is to stay overnight here. So we have to see. On a side note, if you're driving a Slingshot through Grand Manan and you go on some of the side roads, maybe don't, because they're a little on the rough side. And I'm pretty sure we bottomed out because, man, we came over this one bump. We weren't even going fast. We were like doing 50 kilometers an hour. And it was just, I was like, oh my gosh, the bottom of the Slingshot just tore out. So, looks okay. Everything seems to be doing all right. I'm a little surprised we didn't actually hit the front bumper, but that all looks good. But yeah, it was if we were tired before then, it woke us up. Yes, right? That sound
Yes.
woke you up.
I did.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Is there room?
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm just okay. I think we're still at the 7 a.m.
She's just looking at stuff.
Okay.
Anyways, yes, we're gonna look, and then once that's booked, then we have lots of time this afternoon to go touring around. So we're gonna do that. And if you're into that off the beaten path adventure, Grand Manan delivers. Every turn is a view. Cliffs, beaches, and that classic East Coast fog. Our first major stop was Dark Harbor on the island's western side, known for its dramatic basalt cliffs and seaweed harvesting. The road to get there is bumpy and remote, but still worth every second. It's quiet, rugged, and raw. Next, we made our way down the south shore to one of the island's many lighthouses. That thick, fundy fog rolled in heavy, but we still managed to launch the drone and get some pretty moody shots. Honestly, it just made it feel even more cinematic. Again, while you're in the area, there are a lot more things to check out. So you can check out Swallowtail Lighthouse, Seal Cove and the old smokehouses. There's definitely a lot of whale watching lookouts, and make sure to check out that local seafood, which is to be found just about everywhere. Day 3 was a solo mission for me, something that I had been looking forward to for years. I actually ended up booking the night before a Puffin tour, so this morning I headed out. All right, so it's 6 in the morning. We had a great day touring around Grand Manan yesterday. We do all over, really. But really, there's only like north and south on the, I'm trying to think, east side. And then there's a road that goes over to a place called Dark Harbor, which was kind of cool. It was neat to see. It was really foggy. And we saw, we're on the south shore. There was this cool lighthouse. Again, just tons of fog. It looked like you're walking off the edge of the planet. But I brought the drone down because I thought I could possibly get a shot. I haven't seen it, so I'm hoping that it looks cool. Anyways, you guys can see behind us, maybe. This is where we're staying. Maybe you can see it right there. It's like an old manor. Cool. If you love antiques, it's cool for sure because everything's like really old. And the house is definitely on an angle for sure. You walk, you're kind of like, what's happening? But very nice. They, I think it's the owner. Super lovely. Monique told him that I was leaving like at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is like now. And he came up last night because he always starts serving breakfast at 7. He came up last night and he brought me a thermos with coffee in it so that I had coffee in the morning before I left, which was super cool. Anyways, I'm going off. Monique's staying here just to do whatever. I'm heading off to go see some puffins. So last night, I can't tell if it rained last night or if it just like, we're super close to the water. So I can't tell that, as you can see, it's really foggy. I can't tell if it's like dew because it's weird here too, right? It's like St. John's. Like if you are in certain parts of the island, especially when you're away from the water, it was like 30 degrees. I think it was like, 28, 29 degrees. And then when you got to certain areas, it dropped all the way down to 17. So, within like 15-minute drive, you could just watch the temperature just fall. So hard to dress for sure. So today I did buy myself a hoodie. I bought it yesterday. And yeah, I'm going off to go see some puffins. So I brought my drone just in case the guy's nice enough to be like, yeah, I doubt it, but you never know. Anyways, let's head over there. And man, what a way to end the trip. Atlantic puffins are even cooler in person. Clumsy, colorful, and fast little flyers. tour gets you right up close with these little guys. And if you're lucky, you may spot some razorbills and seals as well. This was definitely a highlight. And during the actual tour, one of the options was if you wanted to just kind of stay on the skip boat and tour around the island, or for a little bit extra, you can actually go on the island so that you can see these puffins up close. Definitely worth that little bit extra investment. Not to say that the tour was inexpensive. To get on the island and see the puffins up close was 300 Canadian dollars. Yep, 300 Canadian dollars. But for me, kind of a once in a lifetime experience. Alright, well, I'm back, and as you can see, the fog hasn't gone anywhere. It's just foggy. It's not even rainy, it's just foggy. But it's not overly warm. But I got a good seat on the boat, covered, protected. A lot of other people did not. So I'm heading back to pick up Anik, and we're going to try to get an earlier ferry. So sounds like she's just getting up. That's also not a bad way to spend a day. Anyways, after the tour, it was time to head back to the mainland. So we made our way back to the ferry and started the ride home. But not without a little send-off gift from the East Coast. Yeah, rain. This is a classic maritime road trip. Sunshine, fog, wind, and rain. Sometimes all in the same hour. And honestly, that's what makes it unforgettable. So that's it. Our 3-day loop from Dieppe to Grand Manan and back. Whether you're into nature, photography, coastal rides, or just getting off the grid, this trip hits all those marks. And until next time, as always, ride safe, chase the fog, and don't forget to enjoy the ride. Thanks for coming along in the adventure. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more road trip content like this. I'll catch you in the next one.